For over 25 years, Munoz Trucking has been a staple in the trucking industry. This family-owned business continues to thrive as an industry leader, and their unwavering commitment to provide the best for their staff, partners, and community is second to none. And it all started with a dream, Angel's dream.
In 1979, the last conversation I had with my father was he wanted to start a trucking company. I believed in my dad's dream. He was a hard worker. He wanted to start a company for his children. I said, sure, why not? I was in the Navy, U.S. Navy. I was going to re-enlist with that money, buy a truck, and he was going to work it. That was in November 1979. My dad died in January of 1980. So his dream never got fulfilled.
It was that conversation, that dream his father had, that Pablo refused to let die.
I knew how hard my dad worked being the truck driver that he was. He worked 30 years. So when Pablo brought up the suggestion of Munoz Trucking, I thought, what a great idea.
It was in 1995 that Munoz Trucking was finally born. And even though Angel was no longer around to see his dream come to fruition, it was his hard work and his desire for his children to be better than him that resonated with his family. Munoz Trucking prides itself in having a family-friendly atmosphere throughout the company, something Angel was extremely passionate about when he was a trucker himself, and would make every effort to keep his family and work connected.
Back then, there was no birthdays, no anniversaries to take off. It was if they needed him to go out, he went out. So I was able to go with him. The guys were able to go with him. We were able to enjoy those trips to California, to Colorado, but he made it fun for us, and he enjoyed his work.
I used to go with him all the time on trips. I used to make the phone calls for him. It was great. Childhood was great around my dad.
Today, having the safest and cleanest trucks on the road is a key component of the Munoz Trucking operation, as this was something Angel instilled in his children early on.
As children, we would clean his truck inside and out. And we took a lot of pride in that, taking care of him. He would say, I love my family, but I love my truck more because my truck feeds my family.
These are the stories that continue to be passed on from one generation to the next and make Angel's legacy very much alive today.
So it's really cool when you can leave that type of legacy to where if people tell me a story, I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, I could totally see my grandpa doing that.
Munoz Trucking has become a prominent and successful operation on the U.S.-Mexico border, serving clients and communities in both countries. And you don't have to look far to see that Angel's dream lives on. Something we're all sure would make him feel special if he were still here today.
I think he will be very, very proud. I still have my mother, and I know how proud she is about it. The accomplishment that I have done with my family. And my mother takes a lot of pride. I could just imagine how my father would be.
He'll pat us on the back and he'll be just 100% proud. My brother Pablo, my sisters and my brothers, they did a great job in building this company. And my dad will have nothing but big old smile. He'll be proud, very proud.
He would be so happy and so proud that he did make it. Even though he wasn't here to enjoy it, his kids did.
There is no doubt that throughout their long, successful journey, Munoz Trucking continues to have an angel looking down on them from above.